Good morning, everybody of the world. You've probably heard an awful lot of in the media about politics in recent times. But here in County Louth, we have a chap which can be described by many people here as a brazen pup. He's been elected, so-called elected, to the municipal district. Well, he seems to not include the Cooley Peninsula. Maybe the certain parts of Carlingford he's including, but he's not seen as a worthy person. Fine Gael had a very good candidate that should have been up, and his name was Eamon O'Boyle. And then they put in a chap that I would see, in my opinion, professional opinion, that's a bit of a dickhead. He's a bit of a bully, a know-all NFA. So Cooley now is excluded because he is the chairperson of the council and he's representing Fine Gael. But thank God we have Peter Savage here, a very good councillor, and we've other councillors here, some Sinn Féin men very good that listen to you. But he is no addition. He made allegations that I was not an elected Archbishop, would say. That I was self-appointed. I'm not self-appointed. He might say Benedict was self-appointed. A Papa Emeritus, but I am not self-appointed. So you get that out of his head. If you go way back to the school and undertake some proper training on how to speak and address people. But I see him nothing as a brazen pup. Cooley people lost two good men here. Well, one anyhow, morning. Excuse the expression for using the second name. And another chap was going up on Ravensdale. So I see they're only going to fall very hard very soon anyway, because the policies haven't suited Ireland, and only for, I suppose, Fianna Fáil coming in and putting a jinx in the situation, and Sinn Féin, they would have tortured the people here with water tax and all. Now, Fine Gael is a way off the mark. They're a big man's party. If you want to support the big men, and you know who I'm talking about, I don't have to go into details, but for the ordinary working class person, or most of the voters, they're not for them. Farmers may like them, but because they're getting tractors at £75 tax and they're getting fuel off diesel. But Johnny McGahon, apart from that, Fine Gael could have put someone better in here. Like, there's a very good politician in Dundalk, and his name is Peter Fitzpatrick. He's a very good man, and he should be named in the cabinet as a cabinet minister, because the standard he could be minister for sport. But however, the primary teacher, or so-called primary teacher, that has been Taoiseach, that's running around like a Janet, more power to him if the Irish suckers want to vote him. But he's now resigning, and they're putting in another gentleman, and I see trouble with both of them. So don't let them fool you. Now we're in Cooley. If there's a few people probably in Fine Gael will be making some money out of this so-called McGahon, whatever he is. And what I just have to say is, it's time that people woke up and smelt the diesel. He's a very bad candidate, and Brendan McGahon was a gentleman, and Robbie McGahon is a very gentleman, but not, holy heavens, to put such a pup into politics. There's nothing I'm going to say. I'm just very disappointed with Fine Gael, and I'll speak to any party if I feel it comes from the hip. So it's a very bad choice. We are not represented here because we have it in writing, which he said he wanted no more mail from us whatsoever, and I can have a lot of support. I'd have over 2,000 hits in my Mass and 9 on certain weeks. I think it's past time we had a revolution in this country, and that's hard to say because we don't want to spill blood. We try to make friends, not enemies. But with a Johnny McGahon or John McGahon, whatever they call it, you'll make no friends with it. Fine Gael is going to fall hard because the next election time, Fianna Fáil is going to sweep the country. And someone's only waiting. I know there's a lot of me Féiners and everything, they're only in it for their money. they're waiting for probably February for the general election, and then we'll have the sweep clean. So I'd pray for all good people that's in Fine Gael. They're not all bad people that supports them, but they want to waken up. And don't, Cooley here should have a local man elected, a badge slip up putting that chap. If he was a nice fella, I wouldn't mind, but he's not. And I'd give you most advice. And I'm going to say now that within the next 12 months, all the powers I have as a bishop, I'll show him what I have now in public. I'll ask God to judge him most severely. The people I've done this to are in the coffin, but it's not for me to do it. I'm going to ask Jesus to judge this man most severely, and he can laugh if he likes. Because one man, I'm not afraid to name him, Malachi Foots laughed when there was a big problem with him. And where is he? In the box. Now, the Father, in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I now beg of you to judge this John McGahon most severely. Don't leave a stone unturned. And I leave it up to you, Jesus. I don't put a curse on anybody, but I leave it to you. Because I'm a healing priest and bishop, and I want you to show this man where to get off. That's if he's around. God bless you all. Fight for the people, not for the wee minority.